The Alba received all that hype? Are they even real? Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where we're talking about the Meze Audio Alba. This is a 1DD IEM from Meze Audio coming in at $159. If you haven't heard about Meze Audio by now, they make some of the most beautiful headphones out there, and I mean their headphones like Sivga Audio's headphones are centerpieces to your collection. And they make a statement, so it'll be interesting to see what statement their IEM makes instead. And this is only their second IEM in the lineup, aside from the bigger brother, which is the Meze Audio Advar, which is $799. Huge gap in price difference between their first and second release, and then the embargo lifted for this IEM. There was like 10 videos that dropped almost at the same time about this IEM, so imagine waking up to a feed full of Meze Audio Alba videos. So it got me even more curious, what is so special about this IEM, and that's what I'm going to dissect in this video. But before we dive deeper, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Razvan from Meze Audio for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback. I really appreciate it. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties. If you've been enjoying what I've been putting out, I hope you consider helping me reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers by hitting that like and subscribe button. I'd appreciate it a lot. So for the unboxing experience, this package, it comes with two boxes, one box containing the 3.5 to USB-C converter, and this makes the Alba more accessible with options to go with either 3.5mm if you have a jack or a DAC amp, or you can go straight to a USB connection with this converter. Opening the main box, you'll be greeted by the case. One stores the silicone ear tips, which has different feel and design to other typical silicone ear tips that you get from the Chi-Fi world. It comes in white, which seems to be the predominant color theme throughout this package, and also incorporated in the design of the items and accessories. The carrying case, while it looks really nice and elegant with the white color scheme to go with the overall theme, unfortunately it's a little bit too small for my personal liking, especially in terms of height, and trying to fit the Alba with their cable inside here is quite tight. You have to take extra time to curl your IEM cable within this space, and even then I feel like I'm compressing my IEMs, so I ended up using some other carrying case with a bit more height. Shame though, because it looks really nice. Inside stores the cable itself, and it has the same color scheme and is very lightweight, and personally the cable is just meh for me. It does the job, it looks the part, it feels light, which would help in the overall experience as it won't be weighing your IEMs down, as the Albas already have some weight to it. More on that later, but if anyone is looking to have more heft to their cable, then you might want to change out to something like the Effect Audio Cadmus 4W, and I feel that cable still suits the overall theme really nicely. So for the design, if you've seen the Meze Audio Advar, then it's pretty much adopting the same design theme for the Alba, but instead of black, they went with this pearly white color scheme for the body. In certain angles, there's a bit of that sparkliness, which is very subtle and probably not showing on camera, but overall, this IEM simply screams elegance, especially with that brass colored faceplate, and it looks like those cones where you throw your coins into and it disappears. That's what you get for the faceplate with some wording around it, and it also has Meze's logo on the side of the IEM, and the IEM's body is made out of metal, so there's some weight and heft to the overall feel. However, it still maintains a very small and compact size for a dynamic driver, so it maintains its premium feel in a compact form factor. In fact, this IEM is so small that I'm relying a lot on my ear tips for fit security, because I sometimes don't feel it resting inside my ears, so once it's in, it's gone. It's almost a similar experience as the Sennheiser IE series IEMs with a slightly different shape, and I feel the Alba's shape is going to accommodate a lot of people, men and especially women, as a lot of IEMs, even single DD IEMs, can be too large for some women to wear. So I feel this is the bridge in bringing in more female audience into the world of audiophiles. Meze Audio, all men thank you now. So for sound, the bass on the Alba sounds weighty, sounds meaty, it's got a lot of fullness to the bass notes, and it still has some punch and slam, and while it's not at the level of bass head punch, it still has a good kick to it. But as an overall, it'll keep you engaged throughout your tracks, and that fullness just adds a bit of lushness and warmth to the overall presentation. The sound is leaning closer to you without crossing the realm of being too shouty for me personally, however it still manages to to focus on bringing the vocals to the forefront, so it brings some form of intimacy between you and the sound. However, what that does is compromise a little bit on how wide the sound can be because it's a little closed in. There's still sufficient energy in the upper regions to give vocal notes that openness and clarity without crossing the realms of sibilance or sharpness, at least for me. So I'll still say this IEM is safe for treble sensitive people. Imaging is what you'd expect from an IEM at this price point, but because of how close this IEM is to you, it's easier to distinguish what's happening in the left and right. But if there's a small nitpick that I have with this IEM is in its detail retrieval, where on very busy tracks, this IEM does struggle to keep things separated, and due to the intimacy, you do get that ball of sound coming at you. And due to the warm nature of the sound, it does take a bit more focus to hear the micro nuances in the track. It's pretty much what you'd expect from an entry-level IEM, and the form factor may have some contributing factor to the spatials of the Alba's sound presentation, but as an overall, the Alba still presents a sound that just ticks a lot of the right boxes, and it would definitely appeal to a lot of people, especially those who wants to start their journey in the audiophile world. If I'm bringing in another budget entry from another Western brand, the Sennheiser for example, with their IE200, the IE200 sounds leaner and a bit more analytical since there's not much bass coming through the IE200, and they're more focused on the mid-range and highs, even though the IE200 is on the tamer side compared to its bigger brother. But when it comes to bass presentation, the Alba floors the IE200 in my opinion. And even though the IE200 has that feature that increases or decreases the bass, it's still not comparable to the Alba, and the Alba still manages to retain their treble energy. However, the IE200 does sound like they have a touch more details coming through because of how lean and clean their mid-range presentation is. So all in all, if you're looking for something warm, fun and engaging, then the Meze Alba is the clear winner, at least for me, in this category. But if you like something that is less warm and focuses a bit more on the details, then the IE200 may bring that a touch more, but you're missing a lot from the lower regions. In terms of fit and comfort, these two IEMs are some of the most comfortable IEMs to wear at this or any price point, and is one of the very few IEMs that I can recommend to ladies looking to try this hobby. So comparing with another single DD IEMs from the Chi-Fi world, I think at the forefront of budget level IEMs, my current favorite would be the Kerfine Delchi, and it's also a single DD IEM with a metal shell. Really nice accessories and tuning. In terms of build quality, while the Kerfine Delchi still feels really solid, the Meze Audio Alba feels and looks a lot more premium, especially with that finish, and due to how compact the shape is. It's a lot more comfortable to wear, and while the Delchi is still relatively compact and comfortable to wear, it's just not as compact as the Alba. In terms of sound performance, I'm just getting a tad more details coming through the Delchi, with sacrifice a bit of that warmth, but it's still a full-bodied presentation, similar to the Meze Audio Alba. However, the Alba sounds a lot warmer and a lot closer to your ears. So I guess it's a matter of preference. If you're just going for a lush and warm sounding presentation without worrying too much about the details coming through, then the Alba is still a good option. But if you don't mind just sacrificing a bit of that warmth for a little bit more details coming through, then the Kerfine Delchi fits that bill. So to sum it all up, with how compact the Meze Audio Alba is, I can safely say we finally have something that can bring both men and women into the world of audiophiles, considering how the tuning of this IEM will appeal to the general masses. However, I have to be real here. In terms of sound performance, any Western brand, not only Meze Audio, is facing a very stiff competition from the Chi-Fi world. There are just so many options available from the other side, and while they may not be able to compete in looks for the most part and build quality, especially against the Meze Audio Alba, they can definitely come toe-to-toe in terms of sound presentation, and some for cheaper. However, it still doesn't take away the fact that the Meze Audio Alba is a great option for an introduction to this world, with a sound performance that ticks all the right boxes, a beautiful looking unit, and solidly built with a compact shape that will provide a comfortable wearing experience. And it comes with a lot of nice accessories for an affordable price relative to brands like Sennheiser with their budget entry. My wife loves wearing these, and she's never liked any of my IEMs in my collection due to their size. So gear up, gentlemen, it's time to bring more ladies to this hobby. However, this is based on one man's thoughts and experience, and I'm curious to know yours. Do you have the Meze Audio Alba, and what are your experiences like? Comment below and let me know, and with that all said, thank you once again to Meze Audio for this opportunity and to all of you for watching. See you in the next video.